What's up, Kate? How are you doing today?
I'm good, Drew. How are you?
I'm doing great. Same clothes, same appearance, same day. Recording number two, baby.
Get it. Let's get it.
Ah,
Right now, you're actually going to be in the Bahamas when people are watching.
absolutely. Yeah, getting lit, man. On the
Love it,
boat.
dude.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited. Definitely taking a break and recharging. And I know I just went on vacation, but there's a difference between vacation and travel. And I feel like I was traveling more on the other one. I didn't get that chance to really vacation. And so this time,
That's yeah, that's tough.
yeah, I'm looking forward to really just recharge and relax. So, because I'm going to be on the boat in the middle of the ocean and in the Bahamas and in Mexico, I'm really, really don't I mean there's been no market updates. So we're gonna kind of shift the focus of this video, not so much on market and what's currently going on, but really just to hit on a professional development skill. And I think one skill that Cade and I both have really, really worked on trying to assist for ourselves and for each other, keep each other accountable is our ability to goal set. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And so I think hitting on the fact that, goal setting is very important. So we do want to send this video talking about our goal setting strategies and maybe some goals that we currently have. So we're putting even ourselves accountable to all of you guys and, how our goals have turned out this year and where they're kind of going is the natural conversation. But before I do, remember August 31st, last Thursday of this month, we're meeting at the Sands Club. It's going to be our traditional, typical 5:30 to 8:30 in the welcome lobby. So very excited for that. But again, it's a Thursday, so keep that in mind. Flyers should be shot out to you, and so just make sure you're keeping track of that. Again, it's a Thursday. Will not always be a Thursday. It's just how this month lined up. So,
And we're having special speakers,
ooh, yes, we are.
Mr. Drew Karcheski and Guy Welsh with
Very excited.
Empower Financial Group. So if you guys do not have a financial advising team, I strongly recommend it. And I hope I could speak to this because before what have we been? It's been what, 8, 10 months now that I've been with you guys.
Mhm.
Um, that first consultation I came in with Drew and Guy, and they just really broke down super simply in 4 quadrants the importance of the strategy they're going to take me through. And so um, I strongly encourage that if you guys do not have financial advising on your side, whether it's life insurance, stocks, IRAs, whatever it is, retirement, get with them because it only helps you. I mean, nothing negative comes from meeting with them. So if just do yourself a favor, meet with them, see what they can offer you. Because if anything, it's a second pair of eyes on your investment portfolio, and it only helps. It really only helps. So, anyways, with that, Drew, I want to ask you a question about this kind of topic today.
Hear it. Let's hear it.
So, often I find that my goals kind of shift and change throughout my mind, right? So how do you go about when setting a goal, really getting tunnel vision and kind of meditating and going only after that and not switching up, every day on different goals that come across your mind?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that that's one of the hardest things when you do goals like, year end goals, because the traditional mindset is, hey, set a goal that's 1 year out, 3 years out, 5 years out, give yourself kind of a business plan to hit on. But then as your business grows and changes, you start to figure out, especially when you're fresh, brand new into the business, you start to figure out that maybe that your ideas aren't working. And so shifting is a better place for you to go. And so I always recommend, and what I do personally is set very broad based goals that are metrically trackable. So are quantitatively trackable. So you're setting dollar amounts that you want to earn or dollar amounts you want to close in business each month. Or maybe you're setting a weight goal for yourself that you want to get to, right? But you're allowing yourself to make changes throughout the day to day that you can adjust your approach to hit those goals. And so I always start with my year-end goals. So one goal that I had this year was I wanted to make 6 figures. That was a goal, right? I didn't care if I made $101,000 or if I made $1,000,000. I just wanted to earn more than six figures, right? Am I going to hit that goal? The year's not over yet. Probably not, if I'm being honest, but I'm close. I'm very close, and I will be very close when that happens, right? But that was my goal. How I got there has shifted, right? It started out where I wanted to schedule 2 lunch and learns a month. Now I've kind of saturated the real estate market with my lunch and learns. People are probably sick and tired of hearing from me. And so my shift might be to find an alternative approach to prospect new clients, right? I'm allowed to do that. So set those broad-based goals. Then on a monthly basis, I'm setting month-based goals. And then on a weekly basis, I'm setting weekly goals for myself. Say, okay, I got to talk to this many people. I got to do this. I got to do that. So one thing that I use, which the core, I stole it from the core, is what's called the greatness tracker. So I track how many calls I make, and I track how many people I'm running into, how many what we call breaking bread or coffee and lunch appointments that I have each week. And that's my business tracker. I use that. I grade myself every single week. I say, oh, I got an A+ this week, or I got a C. And then I add that up and I say, did I hit my goals? So that's how I do it. So how about you, man? How do you do yours?
I love it. So for me, I kind of feel personally like I've been slacking. However, the way I kind of do it, I carry around a little piece of paper, and it just has that goal on there. And that's something I learned from The Strangest Secret, right? That Dalton told us about. And it's just, we become what we think about. And so I firmly believe, just looking at the past few years of my life, that because I thought about a lot of the stuff that I wanted to accomplish, I'm looking back now and I've accomplished those things. I don't know how it happened, right? And it wasn't that I in a way, naturally, from just thinking about my goals subconsciously all of the time, I found myself doing the things I needed to do naturally to accomplish those goals. You know what I mean? It's not like I, had a goal 5 years from now, and then I reversed down every day to what I needed to do. And I don't think that's a wrong way to do it. I actually do that with a lot of my other goals. Because I think it's important to, track what you're doing daily. But in a way, almost like subconsciously, it's just kind of come to fruition, right? Different things that I wanted to do. So it's interesting. I've kind of taken an approach now to where and I'm going to use a quote from the owner of Chick-fil-A. And I just saw a video on this, but the owner of Chick-fil-A back in the day was competing with Boston Chicken, which is now Boston Market. And Boston Market was going to basically put together like a $1 billion campaign or something like that, to really expand. And so, all of the people and the heads of Chick-fil-A are talking in the boardroom, and they're looking at the owner, and they're kind of figuring out, what do we do? We're kind of nervous because Boston Chicken's going to beat us out. And all the CEO does for Chick-fil-A, he just kind of slams his hands down on the table and he says, guys, listen, stop focusing on what we need to do to beat Boston Chicken. All we need to focus on is how can we make our service better? And then that will attract all the people we need to beat them out. So stop focusing on different tactics and things to try to beat your opponent. Just focus on bettering your service, and then it's bound to happen. I mean, it's impossible for it not to happen if you better your service. And so when I look at big companies, even big agents or big teams, or people in our immediate sphere who are super successful, the reason they are is because they have such a high level of service or product that it'd be stupid not to use them, right? And so that's kind of been my focus. Now I kind of went off on a tangent, but my goal kind of moving forward, and what I want to work with John at Suburban with, is like, the focus should, how do we tweak, our systems to better our service to the end client, right? And I think if we can just make that our goal and our focus, the numbers will come. I mean, the money will come, the brand, the marketing, everything will come as you need it, right? just based on the demand of how busy you get. But ultimately, I think that's kind of my goal moving forward, is just how can I fine tune my systems to create a better service to my clients so that they have to refer me, they have to use me again, because why would they use anyone else?
Yeah.
And so one of the things I've started doing that I took from a convention, actually, that CCM, Cross Country Mortgage, did, is one of the speakers there. He's one of the top sellers in Las Vegas. And I have a checklist for all of my transactions. So there's about 45, 50 steps for every transaction that I kind of take my clients through, and just make sure I'm on time with everything, right? But I added 3 different feedback requests into my checklist. So after certain, parts of the transaction, I ask for feedback from my clients on how I can improve my process so that for them and for my future clients, I can offer better service. And so I'm going to read you something that one of my clients sent me literally today, because I basically asked, please send me feedback on how I can improve my process to make it easier for you. And so she says, honestly, it's been a pleasure working with you. We truly feel that you went above and beyond. You were easy to contact, fast at getting us information and answering all our questions. When we felt like we were losing hope, you were very encouraging and provided your opinion and advice, but not pushy at all. I would highly, highly recommend you to anyone we know. Thank you so much. Right. And I don't do that to boast, but I'm just saying no one else is asking for feedback in the middle of a transaction, right? No one is asking, hey, I just wanted to ask, how do you feel like I'm doing, right? Is there a way I can improve to make it better for you? No one freaking does that, bro.
So
And so,
question, sorry to
yeah,
interrupt, but I'm curious, you do this in the middle of your transaction, like before
in
the
the
deal is
middle,
closed?
in the middle, yeah, in the middle. So,
And that is something, and I will, sorry to step on your toes here, but I
no,
really
no, I'm
want to
done.
say, like, that is a level of white service that makes me trust you even more, because oftentimes people wait until after the fact. The deal is done. These people are in their new home. There's nothing that they can really do, and they're happy and excited. They're almost in that like honeymoon phase of being in their new home, that of
Yeah.
course they're going to give you a raving review. So the fact that you're asking them before everything is done, before they have that honeymoon phase, in the middle of the grind, you're asking them, hey, how am I doing? It's just, again, promoting that white glove service that we all strive for. And it just further proves that you are a very, very good professional, good at your job, good at your business, and you ultimately have the client's interest at heart at first.
Right. And you care, right? What's the
Exactly.
saying? They don't know how much you know until they, know how much you care. It's so true. Why do people go and eat at Chick-fil-A so much?
Because of the
Because of
service.
their service. Their service is freaking phenomenal. They have someone walking around the tables. Hey, can I get you anything? Hey, can I do this? Can I do that? Hey, can I grab that for you? Like no other fast food place does that. And so, if we can start implementing those types of things, again, just perfecting the service, the goals, we'll hit the goals. Don't even worry about that. You're gonna make money, you know? Um, and so, yeah, I think that's the mentality I kind of want to take over this, next year, but definitely till the end of the year. Just focus on the client, serve them, serve them, serve them, serve them, serve them, because then they will rave about you, you know. So anyway, that's kind of that for this episode, I think.
Well, I actually have one more thing too, because I want to highlight, you brought up something that's kind of crucial that I had a conversation with. So one of our active members, Andres, he gave a presentation a couple months ago. He was our first speaker because he was really wanted to do it, really excited. But I
Yeah.
had coffee with him a few months ago, and he told me the same thing you said. He said, I cannot predict the people that I need to talk to. I don't know. You put me in a room and I'll talk to everybody, but I don't know if the person that's looking to buy a house right now is going to be in that room, right? But I can meet and be around as many people as I possibly can. But what he does is he actually takes that same concept that you said about a piece of paper that you have. And he said for a while, he would just put them all over the place. Everywhere he looked, there was a piece of paper, like a sticky note that had something on it, whether it was motivational or a goal, you know, and on his mirror, it would say like, you look fantastic. You're great. And then like maybe on the bathroom, it would say like, you're gonna hit $100,000 this year. And like, you look at that all the time, your brain is wired to reprogram itself to have those thoughts. It's like a computer,
Yeah.
have those thoughts to say, I am going to do this. And you just naturally come across those people that need your help, and your confidence will help you navigate those conversations and get you to those positions to make the money that you need.
Yeah.
So again, you know, being out there and putting yourself out there, meeting the people is the best way to hit those goals, because the business will come as long as you give good service.
Yeah. And stay on that like, if you want something in life, right? And basically what Andres is getting at, it's basically almost like a lens that you just put over your eyes, right? And so if we become what we think about, which is true, if I'm thinking about, okay, how can I invest in a real estate deal? How can I grow my real estate business? How can I serve my clients better? What do I see? That's all I see. I see opportunities to serve my clients. I see real estate deals, and I see ways to make more money. That's all I see. And then what if I tell myself, oh my gosh, you suck. You're not confident. You need to lose weight. You're terrible at your job. What do I see? That's the lens that's in front of my eyes, right? And so that's a really good picture of like, whatever you think about, that's what you become. Whatever you think about, that's what you become. And just like it says in The Strangest Secret, don't worry about how it happens. It's gonna happen because that's what you think about. That's the lens that you're looking through at life. And because of that, opportunities will present themselves because you're looking at it with that lens. If I went to a real estate meetup and I had the lens of, okay, I want to get a real estate deal, what's going to happen? I'm probably going to meet someone that's going to end up, selling me a deal. But if I go with the lens of, oh my gosh, I'm so anxious. Oh my gosh, I hate talking to people. Oh my gosh, this sucks. I walk away from that event. It's the same event, the same people, but I walk away from it with nothing accomplished because of what my thoughts were going into it, the lens that I put over my eyes to go through it. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what you guys think about yourself first and foremost, and then what you think about from there on out is extremely important, and it dictates everything in your life. So, make sure that you guys are, thinking about the goals and things you want to accomplish in life, because it will come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think, just kind of to finalize our points, I want to make sure that all our viewers, we're not perfect. I mean, Cade and I have tried so many different ways to track each other's goals and make each other accountable. And it's hard. It is really hard. So know that, we're still trying to figure it out for ourselves, and that it's not going to come easily. But once you find what works for you, it works for you. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, sweet. Well, thank you all for watching. And again, Thursday, the 31st from 5:30 to 8:30 at the Sands Club. I'm really excited to see you all there.
Awesome. See you guys then.
Thank you, Cade. Talk soon.